Hello guys and welcome to another edition of Rage Against the Dice. It is no longer October, but we've still got Orc stuff to cover. Of course we do. Now, I have listened to the feedback that some of you have said with regards to unboxing videos, and that some of you like them, some of you don't. Some of you think they should be tweaked and changed a little bit, so we're going to go with that and see how we get on. So today, I'm going to unbox this bad boy Deffkilla Wartrike. That's the first one I'm going to unbox, and the reason being that, as you guys know from previous videos, this is the one I'm super excited about. Once I've unboxed it, I'm going to build it, and I'm going to do that off camera, because you guys don't need to see me glue myself to a base 16 times. And then at the end of that, I'm going to show off the finished model. So you guys get a look at everything. So you get to see the box, the sprues, a built model, and I'll give my thoughts on it. So we're going to unbox it now, and then we'll get into it. So let's get this shrink wrap off and have a look at it. There are my hands. They're pretty cool hands. So as always, we never ever do our unboxings on 15 takes. We make sure that you guys see the shrink wrap getting taken off, so you know that any opinions that we have are genuine, first-hand opinions. What we're going to do now is we're going to pop this out, look at the instructions, and we'll look at the sprues. So yeah, this is quite a big box for what you get. So I'm guessing that it's a couple of big sprues with a load of parts on it. Yeah, the Orc stuff has come in a billion parts. So one sprue. Yeah, one sprue, and we are going to take a look at that in a second. Obviously bases, because now things go on bases. Instructions. So what we're going to do is we're going to go down to it, and we're going to go have a look at those. So the instructions itself, and obviously you get a picture of the finished model on the front. Safety instructions, which we always follow, especially if you're new to the hobby. You need plastic glue, you're going to need your clippers, and you're going to need your mold line remover. And if it's anything like the other Orc stuff you get, you will definitely need your mold line remover, because the mold lines on the stuff in Speed Freaks was ridiculous. So here you have it once again, step-by-step instructions, and it does show that it's in quite a lot of parts. But again, colour-coded, yellow, blue, probably some green somewhere in the book. See, fair old bits. So you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pages worth of instructions. So it's a lot of parts to put together. Then you've got the data sheet again with the PowerPoints, which covers it in all the different languages. So you can teach yourself at least, no matter who you're playing, how to describe what you're about to do to them, Orky-wise. So, what we're going to do now is we're going to take a look at the sprue in depth. Once we've done that, I'm going to build the model, and then once it's finished, we'll have a look at the finished model. I'll tell you my thoughts on it, and then you guys can let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. So this is the sprue itself, as you can see, because it's sprue-like. And it isn't in as many parts as the other two that came with Speed Freaks were. It also looks like it's Games Workshop standard plastic. Because one thing that I did notice with Speed Freaks, and if anybody else has built Speed Freaks and, you know, thinks the same or different, let me know. But it did feel like it was a much cheaper plastic. It feels like the plastic from the old Age of Sigmar bits of scenery that they made, where it was that cheap kind of made in China plastic. As someone who's built like multiple Orc bikes, I could definitely tell the difference in the red and yellow ones that came from Speed Freaks. But this feels like Games Workshop standard plastic. And as you can see here, you've got the Orc driver, who's got the gun, and he looks like he has 2 different choices of heads. And again, you've got the front torso attached to the legs, with the back as 2 separate things. And then with the war boss himself, you've got the war boss as the back is attached to the legs, and then his chest is separate. And then of course, where is he? Was on here somewhere. I just noticed it and now he's gone. Ah, there. You've got a little grot body there, and you've got his head here, and that's what that head looks like. Looks like he's holding like a petrol can or something. Maybe once we put them together we'll see better, but like the Orc heads, if you have a look. So you get 3 heads here. That seems like the war bosses, and this seems like your choices for the driver. I'm definitely going to go with a bandanaed one. I really, really like that look. Now, these, I know you've heard me rant and praise this kit multiple times while we've been seeing photos of it online, and it is the nicest of the new Orc kits. I do feel that the new Orc kits don't kind of fit with the previous Orc range, even down to kind of the look and stuff of the Orcs themselves. That being said, I do think they're very, very nice. I think the wheels don't look ramshackly enough, but of course these are made for racing very specifically, so maybe they take a lot more care. But yeah, so what I'm going to do now we've had a little bit of a look at the sprue, and obviously I've had a little bit of a rant as I do. What we're going to do is I'm going to go away and build these, and then we're going to have a look at the finished model. I am going to try to part build it, but so that'll probably be the drivers and things like that are built separately, but I'll place them in place so you can see what the finished model looks like. But just for ease in painting them, I really don't want to have to try and bend brushes around bits of bike and things like that. But who knows, I might end up having to throw it all together in one. I do want to get this painted as soon as possible. I know I've got the dragster and the buggy on my painting table at the moment, but if I'm honest, they haven't even been undercoated yet. One thing I will do is I will sand this whole base in my desert-y style before I glue the model onto it, because it was a nightmare trying to do the other 2 bases. And that's all for now. We'll come back with the finished model and we'll have a look where we're at. So guys, this is the model himself built. Both these guys plug off, as well as the grot, and then there's this little computer panel that goes on after, it basically goes on top of here. So he does need to be glued down, but this is the bike itself. It wasn't actually too difficult to build. It was about 20 minutes. Goes together really nicely. You can see obviously the underside bits where I didn't bother cleaning it up because they're hidden underneath. I will just stress I will eventually have to go clean those up in little bits like this that I thought I'd got. But now that I'm looking at it, I need to obviously get a bit of a file on there. Same on here. Just some of the bits that I cleaned up, but under the light I can now see them better. I really, really like this model though. The war boss himself is fantastic. He comes in a number of bits, obviously, as you saw before. The arm itself was the worst bit to build. And this guy, and as I said, I went for the bandanaed head. Maybe needs a bit of gap filling there. But other than that, they're pretty good. And then you get the little grot who goes up against the war boss, so I couldn't really put him in. Let's have a none of it. Ah, there you go. As I said, I will need to get a bit of cleaning and stuff done, like under there and things like that. But I just wanted to show you guys what it looked like, because that was something you guys said, you know, you'd like with regards to unboxings, was just to see. So when it goes in, he goes in there first. You have to kind of get him past the guns. And it clips in like that. Then he goes at the back like so, and the grot rests against here like that, and this little computer console goes just on here. There, like that. So that's what it would look like when it's all done. As I said, I've still got to sand the base. Got to do a little bit more cleaning up. I like to go in anywhere where there's too many gaps. I like to get liquid green stuff, not gaps, sorry, where 2 bits have been connected together. Like there, I'll usually liquid green stuff very lightly over the top of that, just to cover any little seals. But other than that, that's him done. Then I'll spray in black, and then I'll get them painted. Sort of my thoughts with regards to it. I got it from Goblin Games, I believe. I ordered them from a number of different places to see, basically because see who shipped the quickest and things like that for a future video I'm doing. And Goblin Games came when it should have done. and 2 of the other companies that I ordered from did not, so that wasn't that favourable, and it's all to do with pre-orders and things like that. But this came, and I'm really happy to be able to throw it up. I'm really excited to go and get on and read the Orc Codex itself. But yeah, I really, really like this model. I like it more now I've seen it firsthand, and I can't wait to get some paint on it. Very, very simple to go together, as I said. Not like the other vehicles, to be honest. I've already started to put together the Snaz wagon itself. Snaz wagon, is that the name of it? The buggy, the one with the guy strapped to the front. He's a bit of a nightmare to put together. But no, I really, really like this model, guys. So, I'm going to leave it at that. Obviously, we've done an unboxing and then we've showed the model off itself. If that's definitely something you prefer, let us know, and that's something we'll continue on with. I'm going to go now and clean the rest of this guy up so I can get him based and undercoated, ready to paint. If it's the first time watching one of our videos, guys, please feel free to subscribe. You know, that'll make us happy. Watch some of our other videos. Hit the bell for notifications. Please leave a like and a comment on this video. It certainly helps Alan's ego out, and that's the main thing, of course. And thank you guys for watching. Pray to the dice gods and hope they smile upon you. Take care.